What is up, YouTube family? Carla Skeuse, founder of The Body Shop. Today we're going to do a Vinyasa style yoga just using a mat. Feel free to grab other props that serve your practice. Starting standing, if you're feeling ready, join me and we will get going. Take it to the top of your mat. Feet are going to come hip-width distance. Feet parallel to each other. Zip that pelvis up so you feel your sit bones drop down towards the floor. And then we're going to put a soft bend into those knees and then drop our hands open by our sides. If it feels good to you, closing down those eyes, allowing yourself to ground into your space. Let your feet open, let your toes spread and land nice and gently on the floor. Take a second to come into your practice knowing that you showed up and that is enough. If it feels good to set some sort of intention today, I invite you to do so. Maybe doing that with one hand on heart space, opposite hand on belly. Allow your breath to open up your body. Give yourself permission to be in your practice today with whether there is chaos or clutter in your space, mentally or physically. This time's for you to be part of the practice. Allow those things to be present, but see if you can allow them to also not consume. Release hands by your sides, palms forward, really heavy through those shoulders. If it feels good to you, let your eyes just gently blink open. We'll take a stretch up towards the sky on our next breath in, palms together overhead. On your exhale, deep bend through your knees. Start to dive forward over your thighs. Let your head fall. Fingertips can touch down or perhaps they just hover in space. Really heavy through the back of the neck. Give your head a little nod. Up and down, side to side. We'll find ourselves in a halfway lift, so stretch up legs nice and long or soft bend through those knees, hands onto the shins or higher as needed. Press your shins, shift your body weight over the balls of your feet. Take a breath in here. And on your exhale, we'll bend back down into that deep forward fold. We're going to do that twice more the same exact way. So inhale, reverse your swan dive, ripple through that spine, stacking upright. Inhale, hands touch above your head. On your exhale, thumbs to heart space and palms by your sides. Stretching long, inhale, grow up towards the sky. Feel your hands connect. Dive your heart space forward, really stretch long and send your sit bones apart. Head down, inhale, halfway lift. We'll stretch really long here, gazing forward. On your exhale, send the chest down and the head between your feet. Release the head again, nodding. Maybe sway, whatever serves you. Find that reverse. Inhale, rippling upwards, scooping belly, gently pressing hands together and allowing your hands to come towards your space. Reset the palms one final time. This round we'll stay in that forward fold. So breath in, exhale, maybe sigh it out the mouth. Meet me in that halfway lift. Body weight forward, and exhale, melt. Stay here with me. This time finding ragdoll. Cradle your elbows with your hands. Feel safe. Close your eyes. Find that gentle sway from side to side. Really stretch your toes wide. Release your palms, hands to the floor. Step your left foot back into a low lunge. Chest is going to shine forward here, stacking right knee over right ankle. Square your pelvis towards the mat, and you can tap that left knee down and perhaps untuck your toes here. You might like to stay supporting yourself with your palms or fingertips on the mat. That is perfectly good to me. If you're ready to lift up with me, bringing arms to frame your ears, send your your pelvis a little farther forward, perhaps finding a slight back bend. Really stretch up that front side body, opening up the chest. Full stretch up here, and on your exhale, circle the hands down and back to the mat. We're gonna shift it back to half split, but first let's tuck those left toes back under. Send your body weight back over that left heel. Right toes peel up towards the sky. Send the hips square behind you. Shine your collarbones straight forward, gazing down towards the front of the mat. Really elongating the back of that right hamstring. Beautiful. One more breath here with me. On your exhale, reset here in lunge. Palms will frame that right foot. Firm up that left thigh to lift the knee. We'll meet in plank pose, knees or toes, shoulders above those wrists, hips down, squeeze your glutes, tap the knees to the floor, and then we're gonna take our hips towards those heels, and then taking it right into some beautiful hip circles, shifting body weight forward, back, and around, either direction. So this class is 100% all levels, and definitely perfect for pre or postpartum as well. So really sending hips back, allowing your sit bones to open. And next time we hit those heels, let's take it to the opposite direction. So shifting body weight up, around, and back. Starting to check in with those sticky spots. Maybe something's showing up in those places throughout your body. Good, last time. We'll send it towards the heels again. Toes are already tucked under for you. Start to peel your hips up and back and start to pedal out those feet into your downward facing dog. Hands at least shoulders width distance. Back of your spine is nice and long. Knees can be super bent. Breathing space down the backs of those legs. Beautiful. We'll slowly walk forward to the top of the mat. There's no rush. Take your time. Arriving with your feet underneath your hips. Bend those knees. Deep bend into those legs. Find yourself halfway lift. Stretch up. Breathe in. And exhale. Deep fold. Inhale, root to rise, circling arms and hands together overhead. Exhale, thumbs at your heart space, recenter, and reset. Beautiful. Let's do that same thing on our second side. So inhale, stretch up, grow tall, and exhale, deep fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, bend down. Palms come to the mat. We're gonna step through right foot this time back, finding our lunge shape. So left knee stacking, pelvis square to mat, tapping knee to floor and untucking top of foot to mat. Find yourself here nice and anchored. Start to lift your chest forward and find out if that's enough for you today. Perhaps you're ready to rise up into low crescent, pelvis down, heart up, dropping shoulders, lifting collarbones. Next, exhale, hands coming down. We'll shift it back, retuck right toes under. Hips go towards that right ankle. And then we're gonna draw left toes towards the sky. Sitting weight back, finding that beautiful hamstring stretch along left side leg. Body weight back, forward, hands to the floor, tuck under right toes, lift that thigh to peel the knee off the mat. Meet me in your plank pose, just as what we did before. Press the earth away, squeeze your glutes, and tap your knees to the floor. We're gonna come into a kneeling cat-cow. So toes are gonna come tucked underneath your knees, and you're gonna have a seat back onto your heels. Now this is an option here. It's very intense in this broken toe pose. You could take this shape on hands and knees as well, but if you're joining me, stacking spine above your hips, and we're gonna interlace hands behind the nape of the neck. Elbows are wide. Take a breath in. On your exhale, start to back bend. Let your chest open. Drop your elbows wide. And then take the shape in and together. Good. Continue to move here. Breath in, heart up, elbows open, and breath out. Now, if it felt better to untuck your toes and have a seat on your heels, you could come here as well. But there is something beautiful about stretching the arches of our feet. Last time. And the elbows stay wide here. Let's take some circles. So really coming into a full rotation with those elbows, feeling the backs of the ribs opening. Last time this way. And we'll go the opposite direction. So just switching sides. One more time. Once you come back to center, breathe in, release your hands onto the floor, reset your feet to the mat, send your hips towards your heels, and reach your arms forward. Now, if you're pregnant today, I'm going to invite you to take your knees nice and wide. Find a position that feels comfortable to you. And if you're not pregnant, if it feels good to you, reach your hands back, wrap your hands around your heels, allow your elbows and shoulders to just melt down towards the floor. Giving it a center of your feet, a little massage, or a reminder that it's all good. Beautiful. Take one more breath here. Slowly walk your arms back to the top of the mat. Body weight shifts forward, tucking toes, maybe walk knees back an inch or two. I know it's intense from that broken toe. Hips go up and back into that downward facing dog. Stay for inhale and a full exhale. Gently walking to the top of the mat once more. We have 2 more rounds of work to get through. Beautiful stretching. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, pour down. Roots rise, stretch up tall, breathing in, and exhale, thumbs to the heart space, recenter. Palms open, and we'll come into our last 2 rounds, feeling free to modify throughout as needed. Inhale, growing long. Exhale, dive. A little bit more fluid this round. Inhale, halfway stretch. Exhale, pour. Left foot lunges this round, keeping knee off the mat this time. Stacked right knee over right ankle. Drop that left hip, square off the pelvis. Lengthen up the back of the neck, breathing in. So we're meeting together in 3 rounds of long pyramid to lunge. So when you're ready, start to extend that right leg long. Shift your belly up and over your thigh. Any amount of bend in that front knee. If you can, unfurl the back of your neck. Modification just where we started in that half split to low lunge sequence. But checking in, seeing if you have the space to stretch a little deeper. Good. Inhale, lunge. Finding a twist. Left palm anchors and right arm floats towards the sky. Drop those hips, reach a little taller, stack those shoulders, and palm back down. Take your time coming into that long pyramid, softening the left heel as much as possible towards the mat. Breathing space. Come forward again when you're ready. Meeting me in that lunge twist. Open up and keep that back thigh active. One more time. Inhale. And send those hips back on your exhale. Meet me in your lunge. Hands to the floor. Plank pose. Step right foot back to meet the left. Drop your hips. Send it up. Down dog. Separate those feet, hips with distance. Inhale, roll to plank. Exhale, option down dog, or take it to a crouch, hovering or dropping knees. Inhale, plank. So if you're pregnant, you can crouch with your knees wide, or you could just find yourself in that plank, knees or toes. 2 more times. Crouch back and shift forward. Last round, crouch and Beautiful. Down dog. When you're ready, hips high. Any amount of bend in those knees. So option to walk or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathing in. And exhale, bending down. Inhale, growing tall. And exhale, grounding. Opening up those palms. One final round together. Last round of this. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, diving. Inhale, stretching. And exhale, deepening. Right foot lunging, left knee stacking. Hips down, heart forward. Remember your option to tap the knee to the mat or stay with me with the leg lifted and active. Chest is open. We have our 3 rounds of long pyramid to lunge twist. So when you're ready, start to extend that front leg any amount. Allow yourself to find your stretch, remembering your best is enough, so trying not to force a shape that the body is not yet ready for. Lunge twist. Bending left knee, anchoring right palm, roll, revolving over to the left, lifting that left arm high. Hands to floor, back to that long pyramid, taking your time. Really let the back of the neck drop. Dropping into that lunge twist when you're ready. And last time here, long pyramid, making it your deepest extension and deepest fold. Beautiful, meet me in that lunge shape. Plank pose, just as before. Shoulders over those wrists, hips down, zip the belly in. Your option for crouch, through plank 5 rounds, or wide crouch, through plank, or option, of course, is that down dog. Twice more. Hips up and back into your down dog, no rush. Dropping head. Breathe here. So we're going to come into a 3-legged dog with left leg. So option if you're pregnant is taking this onto your seated position for a seated figure 4. If you're with me, left leg flies high. We bend the knee and open up the hip. Anchor that left palm, square those shoulders, and then reach long and out. We're going to come into pigeon, sliding left leg forward any amount, extending that right leg back. So holding lifted to start. So even if you're pregnant here, this position might work for you without the fold. Feeling free to check in. Tented fingers, lift and open up your chest, square that pelvis down, and breathe here for just a moment. If you're coming forward, take your time, walk your forearms to the floor. Maybe the space to let your head melt to the mat. Maybe even rotating palms towards the sky. Start to connect your breath into the spaces of the body that are feeling that stretch. To soften. Now rush into planting those palms, pressing your chest up. Walk your hands towards your knees, retuck those right toes and firm up the thigh, lifting the knee. Option to meet me right in a 3-legged dog or just down dog. And reset that knee, bending it. Leg goes out and foot softens down. Take a second here, one full round of breathing, perhaps a child's pose. We'll make our way over to the right. Right leg flies, and we hold as we bend the knee, pressing that right palm down, dropping right shoulder. Full breath here. Lengthen and shift. Same thing, second side, holding for just a moment to align and set those hips. Support yourself, hands on the floor, lifting up your chest, squaring off that pelvis. And we'll slowly start to melt it down into the fold if that is part of your practice today. Remember, you can modify. The beauty of yoga is that it's yours, and I am lucky enough to be part of the journey. Hands down first. Peel the chest up, walk your palms in towards you, tuck under left toes, thigh lifts knee, three-legged dog, right leg goes high, and just to set, to bend the knee. Beautiful, leg out, and soften toe to floor. One final breath in this down dog together. Soften your knees to the mat when you're ready. And have a seat on the floor. We're going to end our practice today with just a twist. So when you're ready, sit down on the mat, however you feel comfortable. We're going to end with a seated spinal twist. So option one is kicking that left leg out long, twisting with that right leg. So crossing it up and over that thigh, knee to chest, and twisting from here. You might also like to hug the knee in towards you and set yourself up this way as well. Wherever you are, anchor those sit bones heavy to the floor. Let's draw right palm behind the hips, sitting up and drawing knee to chest. Take your twist over that right shoulder. Allow your eyes to shut down if that serves you. Really feeling that stretch along the spine as well as your right glute. Each exhale an opportunity to take it a little bit deeper. As you gently release, take your torso opposite way, not force, just releasing. And no rush, back to center. Same leg that's on top, right leg is going to open to the side of your mat. Slide that left foot nice and wide so that you have space between your foot and the inseam of your pan. Anchor those sit bones to the best of your ability. Inhale. And on your exhale, side bend up and over to the right. Allow that shoulder to come onto your back. Maybe gaze towards the sky. Forgot to mention for my mommies, twisting inward towards the thigh would probably be a little too intense. So take your twist open rather than closed. Beautiful. Hand comes down. I'll show you on this side and we'll reset. So this time, if you're extending the leg out, you're here, right leg out, left leg hooking. Option, of course, draw knee in and heel towards sit bones. So mamas, instead of closing off, twisting to the left, you would twist to the right to allow space for your belly. Knee towards your heart, left hand behind you, find that stretch and spine lengthening, maybe closing those eyes as you revolve. brush here. We'll take it to the opposite side, just unraveling that spine. And come to center. Meet me with your legs extended. Give them a little releasing shake out. And join me on your mat, however feels comfortable to you, to close out our practice today. Sitting up tall, drop those sit bones down. 3 rounds of cleansing breath, in through nose, out through mouth. You might like to close your eyes, or you can keep them open as well if that feels best for you. Each breath is an opportunity to release toxins, release clutter, things that aren't going to serve you to take throughout your day or your week. Allow yourself to be here. It doesn't have to be anything special, just special enough for you to feel good. Closing those eyes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Inhale. Last round, biggest one. Inhale, arms above your head, thumbs down at your heart space, into prayer, sealing in your practice with a moment of gratitude, saying something kind to your beautiful self, allowing yourself to acknowledge the beauty of your practice, how you might feel a little different. Thumbs at your eyebrows, your mind's eye of intuition. Say something kind to the world, fill your practice up, and release a little energy back. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. I'm Carla Skeuse on socials. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the mat soon. Bye, Bill.